Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna Jolene, and I'm the author of the Glory MC series as well as the MOONRISE Beach series. I'm going to be doing a flip through of my Moterm, so I'm going to show you how I have set this little guy up. So this is the Moterm Cream Croc in the personal wide size, so I do have an unboxing of this planner, so if you guys are interested in where I got it from and what shipping I paid and all that kind of info, as well as the kind of planner configuration, then you guys can go and check out that video. I explain it a lot more detail in there. So this was one of my very first ring Moterms. I now have 3 in total, so I feel like that kind of escalated really quickly. I went from having none to about 5 in a month span, so that kind of just tells you how much I really enjoy these planners. So with this planner, I have kind of gone with a more minimal, or I guess you can say more neutral colorway. I hesitate to call myself a minimal planner just because I do like a little bit of decoration. However, this is definitely more neutral for me, and this is what I am using as my spring planner setup. I use this size planner for one of my work planners, so I do have multiple businesses. I'm an author, I have an Etsy shop, a printable shop, and then I also am an assistant to many New York Times bestselling and USA bestselling authors, and so that is what I keep in here. I also review for a couple of review sites as a professional book reviewer, so that is what I use this planner for, and I find that the personal wide size works perfectly, and I've actually been using this kind of setup for about 2 or 3 years now. So I just kind of transferred all those inserts into here. Now I'm going to show you what I have inside. So like I said, this is the Moterm Personal Wide Cream Croc. I really like it because it is so neutral, and I feel like this is a really popular leather right now. It's very hard to get. So this is, by the way, the Luxe planner, so you do get quite a lot more pockets than the regular, so you do get the secretarial pocket. In here I just have this little piece of card. I've been thinking of making this into like a task card in a way, because if I just have it on one of the smaller credit card size ones, I find that it's not enough space for me, especially for work. So having something like this, I can put multiple tasks on here. So I just need to kind of figure that out, and I will probably do that maybe this weekend or something like that. I do have a couple of quote cards here. This one is from Kikki.K. It says, "If you're tired, rest, the world will not end." And this is one of the kind of self-care affirmation cards, which I really like. And then the back is really pretty as well. It has that kind of botanical line art that I also really like, and I think it matches really well with this planner. So that usually stays in there. I also have this quote card. This is from Tulle and Twine. This one says, "I am capable." And then at the bottom here it says, "You are capable of so much more than you know, even if you do not believe it right at this moment." So this is part of her affirmation quote or journaling card set, and I really like these because I feel like these are the type of quotes that I like to see, rather than the ones that say like hustle or grind. I feel like that is a little bit unnecessary in a work planner. I prefer something like this to kind of help affirm me, if you know what I mean. So I keep that here, or sometimes I'll clip it up here with an ollie clip. So it just kind of depends. In this pocket here, I do have some of these cloth and paper sticky notes. So I only have a couple left now, the meet and the deadline. Usually you do have the whole set, so you can get these at Cloth and Paper. Keep those in there. And then do I have anything in here? This is a little zip pocket. Oh, I do have my translucent stickers. So these are from ArieBea shop. I do have a PR code. It's Anna Jolene 10 if you guys want to save a little bit of money. So I do have these script ones, and then a bunch of these translucent style dots. Some of them are in hearts, some of them are in these kind of stars, so it just kind of depends on what you like. And she does have a bunch of different colorways as well, so I keep that in there. in the back pocket. I really like this back pocket. I feel like you can fit quite a lot. So in here I just have a bill that I need to pay, and then I do have this extra TN insert from Jolene Printables that I am thinking about using as well. So I kind of have that tucked there in the back. So this is the fly leaf that you get with the planner. It has an elastic pen loop, and then you do have these card slots. So in here I just have this die cut here of this office scene, and then this one is a journaling card. It says "You are gold, baby, solid gold," and it has some of the gold foiling on there, which I really like. These guys are from a shop that's no longer open. I do have my Tombow marker in here, and if you're curious, this is part of the portrait set, and the number is 977, so I keep that in there. And then my pen here is from Kikki.K. It's part of the kind of like wellness line. So moving on to the inserts. So I have this really pretty dashboard. This is a thick dashboard that says Libra on it, and it has gold foiling and a little bit of hollow in there. So it says fair-minded, gracious, and sentimental, and I really love that. So this is actually from Rose Colored Daze, and then I have it backed up with a journaling card from Jolene Printables. So it just has a laptop there, a phone, and some loafers, and then it says here, work from home vibes. So behind that I do have this vellum. This is once again from that shop that is no longer open. And then all my dividers here are new. So these guys are from Rose Colored Daze. Again, she came out with these really pretty dividers. I also do have these in a pink frost set, but these ones are the crystal clear ones in the personal wide size, and I love them. Right now I don't have them labeled, but I think I might eventually label them. It just depends, but I feel like I don't need to label them just because I have been in the system for a very long time, so I know what each section is already. So behind that I do have this dashboard from Tulle and Twine. I love this dashboard. It's one of my favorites, and this is part of the Simplicity set. So this is one of my favorite quotes, and I love the font that she used. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So I do have these insert covers. These are from Annie Plans. They're part of the Luxe line, which I think matches really well with this planner. So I do have that. So I will show you what this first section is. So here I actually have a section for my assistant jobs. So I do work as an assistant for many best-selling authors. So that is what I have kept in here. I do have to keep it clipped off. I can't actually show you any of their information because it has, like, you know, their credit card information, their addresses, you know, all their personal information about their upcoming books. So I can't really show that information, but I will show you what inserts I use for each of that. So I just have all that information clipped off. All these clips here, this black one, this kind of leopard print one is super cute with the crown. And then this guy as well, this little rainbow in the neutral colorway. Those are all from Sweet Paper Bliss. So first up here, I do have a year at a glance on one page. This is from my shop, Jolene Printables. So if you guys are interested in any of my printables in my shop, you guys can use the code SAVE10. So I do have a Sunday and a Monday start, and I also have an option of this being on one page like this, and then also 2 page. So this is the year at a glance, and then you do have the important dates on the back. In this section, I also keep a lot of my categorized lists. So I do have this in my shop as well. I tend to use this for things like paydays. So I will write if they were invoiced, if I received it, and then if the money was transferred. So I kind of use it like that. And then I do have a version that is 4 checklists, or the 4 boxes, and then the other one is 5. So this comes all in one listing, so you don't have to purchase them separately. And here I keep track of the giveaways that I have to do for them. And then I also keep one for my inbox. So I will use this as a running to-do list and then check it off. My actual to-do list for this job will go into my Hobonichi cousin in the daily pages. So I have that kind of as an accompany for this section in my planner. So I just have one of those Luxe covers again. In my next section here, I do have another one. This is a dashboard once again from Tulle and Twine, and this is part of the Lindsay collection. So it's her collab with Calligraphy by Lindsay. So I have kind of mixed my dashboard sets in here to match. So over here I just have another one of these Luxe covers, and then in this section I keep track of my book reviewing. So I review for 2 book blogs here, and I do need to keep track of the reviews that I write for them. So this is how I've been keeping track of them. I use this year at a glance here, once again from my shop, Jolene Printables, and this is the 2-page version. So if you guys want a little bit more space and you want to use the translucent dot stickers that I have in here, this is a perfect insert for that, and you can mark everything off in this section. So once again, I have my actual pages that I have written on clipped off because that is unreleased information, but I will show you what inserts I use. So I use these inserts from my shop. This is the month on 1 page, so I have a Monday version here, and I actually have 2 versions of this in the shop. One is just a grid on this side, and then this version is the version that I use, and this is the list. So what I do is I will actually write down the books that I need to review for each blog. The one section is for one blog, and then this section is for the other blog, and then I will write down the date that I have uploaded the review or drafted the review, because they need to go to an editor before they are published. And also I will write down the release date of the books as well as the name of the book. So I will keep that information here, and then on this calendar I will keep track of the release dates. So I have all that information at a glance, which is really handy for me in order to keep track of all those events, because sometimes on one day there can be, you know, over 3 or 4 books that release that I have to review on that day. So it can get a little bit overwhelming if I don't keep track of it. So over here I do have another dashboard here, and then I do have this cloth and paper sticky note on this acetate. This is a really beautiful acetate, and once again this is from that shop that's no longer open. This is another dashboard from Tulle and Twine. This is part of the Simplicity kit. And then this is another Luxe cover from Annie Plans. So in here I have been keeping track of the book releases. So these are the books that I get for review, and I write down what their releases are by month. So this one's January, February, March, and as I receive them I will mark them off with a highlighter, and then when I'm actually done reviewing them or reading them I will just highlight them. So we are in April now, so these are the books that I need to be reading for this month, and I have my future review books already listed. So that is going on until December, and that is just on some rainbow grid note paper. So next up I do have this dashboard. I love this dashboard, and this is from Rose Colored Daze. It's in the Luxe collab with Annie Plans. I don't know if you guys can see it, but inside I do have a calendar card for April. So this is one of the freebies you get if you order from her shop. So I have quite a few of these actually. So I have that in here. I love how that looks. It looks very, I don't know, I just really like the kind of translucent or see-through look right now. I like to layer things in that way. So this is another dashboard from Tulle and Twine, a part of the Simplicity set again. And then another cover. So in this section, this is just some personal reading that I want to do. So these are the books that I want to read and catch up on. So these are all books that are already out that I haven't read and I want to. So I just have a list of all those books here. And then in my second last divider, I do have another one of these dashboards from Tulle and Twine. This is the collab with Lindsay. So in this section here, I do have my reading challenge. So I do take part in a couple of reading challenges per year. And so I have these grid pages, and I just separated them with some washi tape here in the middle. And I've just written down the books that I have to read for that challenge. So I have the year planned out already, and that way, you know, I can get all my reading done. So I have all that. This is some vellum, once again, from that shop that's no longer open. And then I do have another one of these rose-colored Daze dashboards. I really, really love them. I actually ordered a few more for the other planners that I have. And this one is in the silver hollow, once again with the Luxe design. I really like the Luxe design, if you haven't noticed already. I think it looks really chic and pretty. These quote cards are from Tulle and Twine. So this one is part of her, I think it's like self-care or something like that. That's the one bundle. And this is actually another one that's from that one. So I really like this self-care checklist. In my last dividers section, I have this dashboard, once again from Tulle and Twine. And then in this section, I just have some note paper. So these are from Annie Plans. They are from her Luxe collab. So I have all of those in there just for some extra notes that I need to take or jot down. And then this is another dashboard from Tulle and Twine. And then behind here I do have my inserts. So these are available in my shop and at Jolene Printables. These are my horizontal weeklies. So you do have Monday to Friday here, Saturday and Sunday are over on this side to give you a little bit more writing space. And then you have 2 to-do lists. So you can use this in multiple ways. You can use this one for work, one for personal, one can be a grocery list, one can be something for your kids, for example. And then you have a week of section here for any extra trackers, or if you want to put any stickers down there or washi, you can do that. The one that I actually have in my shop has different fonts, so it's just my typical font that I have in my shop. But I just made this insert for myself with this font because I am going to be using this font on my dividers, so I kind of wanted them to match. But the one in the shop will look slightly different than this. But this is one of my favorite inserts. I use this all the time. I've been using it for the past like 2 or 3 years. This is another dashboard that I love. This is from Tulle and Twine, once again, the Lindsay collab. So that is Lindsay's handwriting. So this section here I won't show you because it actually has the information for the publicists. So all the publishers that I work with. So I just have their addresses and then also their emails and contact information, that kind of stuff. And I have that clipped off with this really cute rainbow clip in the neutral colorway from Sweet Paper Bliss. So I love that. I think it matches really well. I have this page lifter that I stole from my other Kikki.K setup, and I just have some sticky notes on it. So this one is from Cloth and Paper, and this is from Tulle and Twine. So that just keeps my pages from curling under. And then over here, I just have a couple of more quote cards. This one is from Tulle and Twine. This is from a shop that's no longer open. And then this one is another one from Kikki.K. It says, "Doing your best does not mean working yourself into the ground." And it has the really pretty line art again on the back. So you do get quite a lot of extra space to put task cards and any other bits and pieces. So I just have that, and then I do have this other piece of card just in the back there. So that is my setup in my personal wide. Once again, this is a cream croc, and I do use this for work. So I feel like it's a really great planner. So I love that it does have the 2 buttons here because it means that I can grow and chunk up this planner as I want to. And then the back pocket also really helps for things like invoices and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love this color and I'm really excited to use this for spring. I will have an updated planner flip through of my B6 cloud, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. Once again, if you are interested in any of the printables that I do have in my shop, don't forget to use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. And I hope that you guys will like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!